You ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
I am indeed. On this week's episode, it kind of was just off the top of the head. We talk about naming pre-workouts. What would we name a beer if we were in charge of naming craft beers? Would you rather fight a bear or a shark? That got a little deeper than I thought it would. Would you rather be a Viking or a samurai? Or would you rather fight a Viking or would you rather fight a samurai? And then we talked about what happened with the aliens, like they said. What are we drinking this week, bud?
Man, let's see.
Holy shit, another beer.
Another New Mexico beer, I believe. It is called Perle Haggard, which I find
funny
and comical.
So it's a hop Merle Haggard dude
Yes.
playing a guitar,
Yes.
but Pearl.
You think he's wearing one of those pearls now?
Yeah, that's what I guess that is. So that's pretty fucking cool can.
So this was another one that I got from that.
Refrigerator.
Yes, it came from refrigerator, but the refrigerator at that brewery, I didn't like. Yeah.
So New Mexico beer.
Uh-huh.
The brewery's name is Ex Nova Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
Beer's name's Perle Haggard.
Yes.
German Style Pilsner.
Yes.
I'm a sucker for a good Pilsner.
Uh-huh.
A good Pilsner is very hard to beat because you can drink those anytime. 5 a.m., 8 a.m., anytime after that.
8 p.m.
8 p.m., 5.1 ABV. And
I ain't gonna lie, I straight up bought this beer off of the can alone.
It's highly understandable. I thought she was going to go for the explosion. That's a Pilsner. It's a bit sharp.
That must be that Belgian.
Oh, is that what it's got in it?
Yeah. It's a Belgian.
Bastard. I knew it. Ugh, I'm not a fan of the Belgians.
It's a Belgian.
I saw this. It's been this like popular thing on Instagram, like, you know, with little sound clips or whatever. Like, find a popular sound clip, put something over it, and it's like, what's your what pre-workout do you take? And the dude's just like, pain. That shit made me laugh. Like we were talking about the other week about
the demons.
Using the demon. I was like, oh, that'll work. Oh man, so this conversation's happened before, probably on this fucking YouTube channel, but I saw one again for sale on the internet, and I'm thinking about getting a new one because I don't want to wear my old one anymore. But fanny packs.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still wearing yours? You still? I've never worn one to the gym, but the amount of shit that I'm carrying, this phone, headphone thing, like wallet, it just seems like it just needs to happen again. Need to wear a fanny pack.
At the gym, I'm wearing a backpack, so I don't have to use a fanny pack.
You make it sound like a hassle. You don't have to use a fanny pack. No, you get to use a fanny pack.
The reason I don't use a fanny pack because I have a gym backpack is what I'm getting at. But if I didn't have the gym backpack, I would definitely use a fanny pack.
I think I may have to bring it back because I'm already the jorts dude. Why not add a fanny pack to that shit and walk around?
You might as well.
That it's gonna be. I'm not easily embarrassed. It takes a decent amount to embarrass me. That I may be embarrassed of for myself.
Why?
For like the first couple of weeks.
Nah.
It is a bit weird. There's a reason why you don't see people walking around the gym with fanny packs. It's just
because they're not fucking cool.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's just very practical. Like
Everything's
a
right
phone.
there. Right there.
Well, I mean, I would take it off once I got in and set it down, but it's nice that I don't have to pick it all up, like piece by piece up off the floor.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Then
Yeah.
I'm worried somebody's going to walk off with my phone or something like that.
Yeah.
Got it in one spot.
Yeah.
All right.
Zip, zip.
So I thought about this last night because I was reading some of the beers off a wall. And perfect example, the name of this beer. I was like, damn, that'd be fun to be a beer namer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get to name beers. And it got me thinking, like, what would I name my beer? And I came up with Rumpelstiltskin's Toupee. I don't know what picture. I think the picture, he would be bald, and he'd be like, you know how you would bow, you take your hat off? He would have his toupee in his hand, and he'd be like, Rumpelstiltskin's Toupee. Look,
what type of beer?
I don't know. That's the thing. I just started thinking about it. I'm like,
so you just came up with a
Toupee
name.
is probably a all-day drinking IPA. That's the way I would sell it. This is like an IPA you could drink multiple of and not get trashed. Because Rumpelstiltskin came back a few times. Drink a few of them.
So what you need to do is pitch this idea out to the world and see what brewery is going to pay you for that name.
God, I hope none of them. Because that was just a name off the top of my head.
What?
I feel like I got better ones in there if I had more time to think about it. Wait, you don't have a name for a beer? You don't think that'd be a fun job to just think of these weird names? Like, I saw, like, they got some Astronaut Apocalypse and all sorts of crazy ones.
I can only assume that the way they come up with these names, it has to do kind of with the style of beer. It has to do with the way they make it.
Astronaut Apocalypse. This is his name. Shell Shock the other day. That's one that I saw with a Ninja Turtle on it. I thought that was pretty cool.
I understand the shell, but
yeah, yeah. I would. Man, I think that would be a fun job. Just Death by Chaos, and it's like a stout, like a crazy stout. Just crazy ones. It'd be like naming pre-workout Ass Blaster, like
shit you draws.
Yeah, it's like cut straight to the chase. Yeah, could you imagine naming pre-workouts? That'd be fun. I'm sure there's some stuff that you could come up with. Yeah, NO Explode. Man, what was it?
That
one used to make you take a dump. I heard. I never took it, but I had a friend that did, and he was like, "This stuff will make you shit."
But it was a really good pre-workout.
What is it in pre-workout that just makes you shit like that? Is it the caffeine? Because, I mean, coffee apparently makes people shit. Or is it just the fact that you're drinking like 20 ounces of water, 16 ounces of water in a quick session?
Hopefully not.
Well, you just do a little shot of it? You dry scoop, bro?
No, I mean,
I still need to do that.
Hydrated.
I still need to dry scoop some pre-workout on film, knowing damn well it's dumb, knowing damn well it's going to taste horrible, but just to do it for the gram.
What's even better is you bring your pre-workout to the gym, you sit on a bench for 15 minutes, and you set up your camera.
Yeah.
Then you pull your pre-workout out your fanny pack.
Okay, I'm
setting up the scene for you already.
I'm on board.
You walk in there like you always do. You know, you got your little fanny pack on, but it's bulging this time.
Yeah.
Because you got your pre-workout in there. And you walk in there like you always do. You fucking scan your card, tell a little girl, "What's up, girl?" And you go on to the gym.
Okay.
Then you sit on a bench.
So I'm bench pressing this day.
You need to do it on a Monday.
Oh.
And you sit on a bench. And take 15 minutes. Just fucking around, doing nothing.
Checking my
gram.
Yeah.
Perusing the gram and all that shit.
I have an excuse, though, because I've been at work all day. I got to catch up on my socials.
That's right. I mean, you don't have a lunch break or nothing like that.
No.
You know? So after 15 minutes of perusing the gram, you unzip and you pull out your pre-workout.
I don't do that first?
No.
You just got to waste some time.
You wait.
Okay.
You pull out your pre-workout.
Yeah.
Then you already got your shaker bottle. You need to get your shaker bottle with a little fucking hook. That way it's hanging from the fanny pack when you walk. So that way you don't have to carry it.
I can put like a little hook on the shaker that'll just attach to one of these loops on my jean shorts.
That's what you need.
Okay.
So then you unhook your shaker bottle and put it right inside your pre-workout.
Gotcha.
Then you dry scoop that motherfucker.
Oh, so I don't put it in?
Fuck no, you dry scoop that bitch. Then you take your shaker bottle that's full of water. You might shake it a few times, pump it, just to get
the sound.
Yeah,
it's a habit. Like you pick one up, you gotta shake it.
Then you only take like maybe an ounce or two. Swallow that shit.
That's one thing I still haven't figured out.
But you got to film yourself the whole fucking time you're doing it.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Take some stills of me sitting at the thing. Hopefully, I'll get you to come over. It'll be on Tuesday when you're there. I'll get you to take a couple stills of me, and then I'll hit record on mine, maybe a minute out from this whole entire process. Yeah, the fanny pack is definitely in play. And the sitting there on the bench, I think I would lose it. I don't know if I can do that. I know what you're going for, though. I've seen it done.
Yeah, you can.
Then you get like 3 people. Hey, bro, you using this? Yeah.
Don't you see me sitting on it? I got 5 sets left, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, would you rather fight a bear in the forest, obviously in the forest, or fight a shark in the sea? Which one do you think you have a better chance, knowing damn well either one of these things is?
So is it Jaws?
We'll go great white, not Jaws, not the 27-footer big ass thing. Need a bigger boat size, but it's a great white.
So it's a great white.
Yeah.
And is it the bear from the Reverend?
Yeah, it's a bear that wants to eat you. So this bear is not protecting its territory. So if you play dead, it's not going to like, oh, well, he's no threat no more. He's hungry. He's getting ready to hibernate. He needs you for food, your sustenance. You're going to turn into some of his fat.
You fucked either way.
Yeah, but which would you rather go down to, or which do you think you have a better chance?
I'm trying to figure out which one I would die quicker
Let's say you can breathe underwater, so you can go down like 10 feet into the water, so you can kind of turn and see.
That shark is still going to fucking kill you.
You don't think you could sock it in its eye?
No.
Or you think it's too fast?
You ever saw a shark's mouth?
Yeah. Not that close, though.
You think you want to fuck around with that?
What if you, like, put both your legs out as it's coming at you and you just
What if you just finished training chaos and they saw us fuck?
Oh, I wouldn't be in the water. I couldn't swim. Man, yeah. So I feel like
whichever way I'm going to die quicker is the one I'm going to choose.
I'm guessing the bear is going to beat the living shit out of you very quickly.
I don't know, man.
Could you imagine if you couldn't breathe like underwater? So let's take that off the table. And you're fighting a shark. So let's say you're out in like 20 feet of water, right? It's clear, so you can see. But, I mean, obviously not that well. So the way that you would have to try and see the shark better is kind of go down underwater. And you're running out of breath. You got to go up, down. Oh, man, yeah, you are done for in the water.
Burning your eyes.
You can't outrun a bear. I don't think you can outclimb a bear.
No. But I sit there and smash, break all your bones and bite your fucking skull open. I feel like
I have a chance. Like, whether it's a 1% to 5% chance taking a bear on than I do a shark. Could you imagine if you just got to go hand-to-hand combat, like with a bear? Like, it's you and the bear, and he's coming at you.
You fucked.
Well, I mean, like, what's your first move? Because this thing's going to come at you and do that big, they swat, big chest and just swat. So you got to duck that first blow. Like, do you really think a punch to the gut of that bear is going to take him out? Like, he started just fucking getting into this old school cartoon mode. That thing
you need to kick him on the inside the thigh.
Oh, God.
You know, hopefully take out his leg.
Are you hoping for, like, the ultimate testicle shot? Like, if it's a male bear? Or are
My
you
luck is
hoping
gonna be
for
a
like
female.
yeah? Or are you hoping for like the first off, if you're going for an eye gouge on a shark or a bear, it's got a hold of you. You know what I mean? Like the shark has a mouthful of your shoulder or arm, and you're just like this, whatever, going for the eye,
Just finger banging
just
that eye.
hoping you can find this diamond eye, a doll's eye, just hoping you find, and then a bear is clamped down on you. At least you can see the bear's eye. Man, that big bear. Some of them big bears, their heads like the size of your whole chest.
I think the fucking bear would be so much more painful.
Yeah, because the shark, I feel like
they would rip you in half and you're done.
Well, first off, I think you bleed out from the shock.
Yeah.
Like you just would go into shock. But secondly, I can only hold my breath for like a minute, and under duress, maybe 30 seconds. Like adrenaline shoots up.
You think you could hold it for that a minute?
I can hold my breath for a minute.
A minute?
Yeah, you can't hold your breath for a minute.
I don't know. I never timed myself.
No, yeah, I can hold my breath for a minute. We were doing it the other day at work randomly. So I kind of do know. But under duress, it was a test. So it's a test to test like your lung capacity. And surprisingly, yeah, the people were more of the guys were around 30 seconds. But say you've got a good 30 seconds underwater because your adrenaline's blowing up. So you're only alive for 30 seconds.
Just take
you pass out
a mouthful of seawater.
Yeah, you're just trying to fucking go underneath and just like really cancel yourself. That shark is quick, but you feel it because we're not water creatures, so I don't feel confident in the water at all.
I don't feel confident against going against Revenant.
A human being underwater, like unless you're one of those dancers, the underwater dancers with a figure
or a free diver.
Say you're confident underwater. They move underwater better than the normal human, but they still don't move like a fish.
Yeah.
I would not want to be underwater. I'm gonna fight the bear. I feel more confident that I could take the bear. Man, you can't hit that bear with a stick hard enough. Like you can't. It's a tank. Have you seen a bear fight another bear? Mm-hmm. Like, take one of them bears out, put yourself in there. You can't fight that. You cannot fight a bear.
You can't fight a shark either.
Man, I think the myth of like hit them in the nose doesn't work. They're like, yeah, that ain't that.
That's and like then if you're like a torpedo of death just coming at you.
Was it like that Mako shark swims like 40 plus miles an hour? Like,
and just open the mouth and you're cut in half.
That's one of those things where like, if you were in a Jaws movie, I feel like I would rather be hunted by a bear just because at least I can walk. Like that alone.
Walk 3 more foot till you
but I mean,
pounce
like,
on your back and
like you got a little bit of your faculties. Like I could make one juke, you know what I mean, and then maybe run around a tree. Underwater, you're just done. Like I can't outswim. Like I can't.
You know,
I'm not mobile underwater.
You're dead both ways.
Oh, for sure. People that think they could get this lucky punch on a bear,
nah,
they're done for.
Nah.
Do you want to do the? Well, we just went 18 minutes with fighting a bear. I'm not fighting that revenant bear. That revenant bear,
that's a bad motherfucker.
I feel like even a bear, like you get 3 bullets. You shoot that bear 3 times, he's just like,
mm-hmm.
Like he'll probably die, but he ain't dying before
his
he
adrenaline's
kills your
too.
ass.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of his adrenaline's
his
kicking.
His adrenaline's pumping too.
An adrenaline, man, this is just like Cocaine Bear, but adrenaline fueled bear that's like fight to the death with you. Yeah, there's stories about like a bear hitting a moose like on the back and it breaking the moose's back, just like swatting it.
A moose, a big ass animal.
You don't want to fight a moose either. Humans are not made to fight animals. Like we figured out how to use weapons. We figured out how to get shelter. Like we figured out homes. You know what I mean? Like we can't even stay out in the rain. We get hypothermia. Like us as a species,
a bunch of pussies,
is like not very adaptable.
pussies.
Like, we can adapt to being inside, maybe like 70 degrees, you know, like we're homeostasis in the house. But man,
Everybody born from 1980 and suing a bunch of pussies.
You give us a bat and a big brain, we figure out fire and everything, but done against the bear.
Today's sponsor brought to you by Uglies.
By what?
Uglies.
Uglies.
Uglies Kettle Chip. We are doing the barbecue flavor. Reintroducing waste and helping fight hunger.
Uh-huh.
So, I guess these fuckers just trying to make sure that people don't go hungry.
I mean, I wonder what amount of population on this planet is actually going hungry. I'm not saying people are not starving. That's not what I'm saying. But I wonder what that percent of the population is.
Probably a lot higher than we think because Americans are just so fucking wasteful and gluttonous, and
dude, to think
we
that like
eat
in
a
the
fucking plate of food, eat 3 bites, and throw the shit away.
Yeah, to think that
You
like
know?
our great grandparents would see that, they'd probably knock you over the top of the head.
Yes.
I think that's why grandparents try to like force feed their, like my parents. I remember my dad be like, dude, my parents didn't let me off that table until I finished that meal, no matter what. I'm guessing that's why. Well,
It's a good kettle chip.
you had a look on your face that I wasn't sure about. Where's one that's just a chip? Oh, yeah. Dude, it's hard to mess up barbecue. If you're a chip company and you fuck up barbecue chip, look, man, you don't need to be making chips. You can throw barbecue sauce on a lot of fucking things, and it's good. A lot of things. That being a chip.
And brisket.
Yeah, that's where it's at. All right. We got a lot of what ifs. Would you rather be a samurai or a Viking?
Have you seen what those samurais do to themselves whenever they
Dishonor themselves?
Yeah.
Was that the act of Sudoku or whatever it is? I think that's how you say it, where they cut their gut and spill their...
Yeah, I don't think I want to be...
Well, just don't shame yourself. We talked about the other episode. You ain't got a lot of demons. I should not be a samurai. Maybe you could be the samurai. You seem a little bit more disciplined. I'll be the Viking. They said those Vikings, the Berserker Vikings, they were Berserker because they were high as fuck on like hallucinogens.
Well, I could imagine that.
Could you imagine? Huh.
They're just going out there just killing everybody and then fucking their women after.
Yeah, man. Take all that part out of it. I think I'd rather be a Viking. They got, man, I don't know, dude, samurais.
Samurai's all about honor.
But they're very quick. That samurai sword was legit. I would feel more confident dodging a Viking swinging a giant sword at me, because it wouldn't, like, I think you had to have a little second where he's got to wind that thing up a little bit. But that
so
samurai
you think you see it coming.
Yeah. If we were looking at each other.
Yeah.
But those samurai swords are light.
Right down.
And dude,
Yeah.
Like Zorro, you like articles of clothing hanging off. Yeah, I would definitely fight a Viking first over a samurai. And also samurais are more compact. They were shorter.
They had all that
Less
gear
to
on
hit.
too.
Yeah. I could not imagine a world where like every time you went out, you were just like, it was sword play.
And you don't know if you're gonna die or not.
Yeah. Could you imagine just marching out to like combat with a sword and like a helmet on?
Man, I watch those old medieval movies and all that. The pain and agony on those battlefields. The motherfucker just a sword just being shoved in your neck and just going into your rib cage, and you just...
That's what you hope for.
You're gargling on your own fucking
you
blood.
Hope you don't get
just,
hit like shit, fucking smack myself in the face. Put that on the blooper. Well, hopefully you don't get like whack, like hit here, because you got that chainmail on, so it may not cut all the way. So it's like blunt force trauma.
Yeah.
To where it just breaks your arm and your arm's all jankety and it's beating on you.
Yeah.
Especially like the Viking age where they were like armored.
That time would suck. And the fucking, like the colonial war when the musket don't shoot
Straight.
or shoot period, but they got the saber on the end and just run up to you and fucking stab it. I gotta be miserable as fuck.
Like when you watch The Patriot and they line them up and they're like, we need you up there for 3 volleys. Like, whoa. They're going to get 3 chances to shoot me? Because the bullets would shoot out like, miss you and everything. So there was like a chance that you wouldn't get shot. Like, not nowadays, you know, like if we lined up like that, the whole front row on both armies is gone. Like, just done. But oh man, I could not imagine. Like, you wake up that morning, you know, that day is the day.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna meet out on that battlefield. You get dressed.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you really are. It's like, I'm gonna die today. Because on those lines, it's like that's like more of a sure thing, a surefire bet. Now, if I'm running through a forest or running around, moving. I'm just saying all this to say I would rather fight a Viking than a samurai.
Fuck. That had to be some rough fucking times. Either that or just imagine the fight out at the OK Corral. You know, the cowboy days when the motherfucker
gut shot and have to sit there with your
35 years old. Everybody's fucking dying. You know, nobody lives to 40 back in them days.
Yeah, you get blasted. Imagine you're just annoyed. Like, I don't like the way they're playing cards. Yeah, it was a legal shot. He called me a cheater. Like, what? You had to be either real nice or just like
stay at your homestead. Just don't go into town.
Yeah, you'd have to be either back then like a really nice person to where it just wasn't worth shooting you, like you were very helpful, or you had to be the exact opposite, just like it's on sight. Like if some dude is just like trying to slightly intimidate you, you got to blow him down real quick. Otherwise, you know, like you're gonna get shot. Yeah. I wouldn't want to live back then either. We live in a very nice time.
Pussification.
I'm kind of glad. If I had to go outside this house and be worried about like, oh, your neighbor
being
over
shot,
there was like pissed that your rooster was crowing every morning, and I had to take the shot for it, that's not a way I want to live my life. Well, what else we got here? Hey, so past episodes we talked about aliens and whatnot. What's up with that? They said for what it was worth that like aliens were real or like we can't explain these crafts, and then that just all's gone. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, huh?
Well, it happened in
during
the middle of the middle when they were fucking saying the world's going in because of a virus. So they snuck that out there when everybody was preoccupied.
I mean, very well played. That was the time.
Yeah.
But then like nothing's come of it. Like I haven't heard of like anything. That's kind of lame. They made it sound like we were on the precipice of like these bad boys are about to start landing, and then it just kind of was like nothing.
I mean, we all know that them silly fuckers in Washington know way more than they putting out. But once again, I don't think that the world wants to know everything that them silly motherfuckers in Washington are keeping from us, because it would be fucking anarchy.
Yeah, kind of like what I was talking about in the last episode.
Yeah, but
anarchy.
But if somebody comes out and says Jesus ain't real, I mean, I ain't flipping my life upside down.
Yeah, but aliens.
I still ain't flipping my life upside down. What if those things are
hostile? Like, oh, wow.
Nah.
You're out there just fist fighting like aliens out in the street. Like, what if you don't have like proper like weaponry? You're just out in the street, like these dudes are knocking on doors, dragging you out. You're just fighting aliens, fist to fist. That would be weird.
What do you think they look like?
Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't have 8 legs and giant ass teeth and shit. Hopefully they look a lot like us. So maybe we got a fighting chance.
How you know they're already not here, just walking amongst us?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that at all. There's some creepy old people in the Senate and the House that look. They could be running some
They
sort
look
of
like the
alien
fucking
stuff.
Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, there's some really old ones that. What if they're not old? They're just aliens.
No, they definitely fucking old. They not. Them dumb motherfuckers ain't smart enough to be an alien.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's just weird that it was like this big deal and then nothing ever came about. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
I wonder why that was.
Yeah. Well, it made you think that, like, okay, maybe there's, like, we're going to start seeing stuff more, like, they're going to start. But then it was, like, nothing. Like, okay, that was lame.
I mean,
it was like seeing a preview to a really cool movie, and then you realize that the preview was the entire movie, and you watch the movie, and it's lame.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It ain't no Tropic Thunder. But when old Lazar went on Joe Rogan and talked about his time at Area 51, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Well, he was at Sector 4 or something, Sector 6. I don't remember it off the top of my head. He was in a different spot, an even more secretive spot. That's But yeah, he said he never even saw an alien. He saw what looked like little people when he was passing a room, but he wasn't for sure. And then all the stuff in the craft that they were having to reverse engineer.
He reverse
small
engineered
people.
stuff out of the craft that the little people drove over here. I mean, that's the wild shit.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about, he looked into this little window and saw them little people. I don't care about
hand
that.
To hand, we might be all right because they're little.
Yeah.
Like a 3-year-old, like I say, a 6-year-old, you just kick them.
Like fighting a dwarf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're punching down. We're not punching up here. This is great news. So
just windmilling them fuckers.
Maybe that's why they haven't tried to fight us, because they're just too damn small. Like, dude. Yeah, we've got a lot of technology and space travel, but our combat skills are like damn near zero. That may be the whole reason. They see us with nukes and all sorts of stuff. Like, well, we can't fight that.
They're the nerds of the combos.
Yeah, like, what if our weaponry is like some of the best weaponry like in the universe, if there's really aliens? And that's the reason why they haven't messed with us, because like we figured out how to make atom bombs and nukes and machine guns, and like every bit of their tech went into spacecraft.
But I would have to imagine that they could shoot from planet to planet, where over here, some of these countries can't even shoot from country to country.
Yeah. But planets aren't that close.
That's what I'm saying. They could probably.
What if we start seeing like this one rogue alien nation that's like test firing these random world rockets? Like, what the fuck are those? Like, we see them flying like a million miles, like that new telescope we got out there. They're seeing like these Acme space like missiles just fly by. This alien nation is just trying to figure out how to blow up other worlds.
Man, fucking Putin already done said that he shot a UFO down the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say in a lot of those war zones that there's a lot of like sightings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to war to see an alien.
No.
That sounds like an awful lot to give up to see a UFO.
I'll let them come to me.
Yeah. Huh.
If they want to say hey, they'll come see me.
Well, what do you think about this beer?
It's a cool can.
Yeah, the can is pretty spiffy.
Yeah, that's about it.
This beer is... Oh, wow. That's another collaboration thing.
Is it?
And Portland, Oregon.
No, their original...
Oh,
there's three.
Oh, they got 2 locations.
3 locations.
Oh, 3 locations.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Well,
and they have one in New Mexico.
This beer is all right.
Yeah, it's not
I'll
that
finish
good.
the can.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It ain't that good.
I'm not a... And the can is cool and all, but it ain't the coolest can I've seen.
That's a pretty cool can.
Yeah. But the beer is just okay.
Yeah, the beer ain't that good. Not that good, guys.
All right. Well, first off, we wouldn't drink any more of it. And it goes well with the trash can. Cheers guys.